Just imagine you can, like, her energy is flowing and blossoming in from the womb of Mother Earth into your feet. And then her energy just rushes through and floods through your legs, your hips, your womb space, your heart. And just breathing into all that juiciness. And exhale all out. So hello, beautiful beloved ones. Today I will be sharing about fear. So yeah, let's dive deep. Tell me about your fear. Would love to read your fear. Because I used to be, someone who more fear of failure. And I literally couldn't do anything because I was so afraid of making mistakes. Who can relate to this? And I feel a lot of people they're so afraid of failure. Or they're afraid of being abandoned. Or they're afraid of not being in the right path, whatever right means. They're so afraid of being so different. They're so afraid of being so alone that they are not in living their fullest potential. Who can relate to this? Because I used to be that too. I used to really feel shitty so much that I literally couldn't get out of my bed. Because I thought every action I'll take is a mistake. And every action I take will be not meeting other people's expectation. And I would be I hate myself. And I just couldn't do anything. And the fact that I couldn't do anything, I hated myself. So it was such a vicious cycle of me. A vicious cycle of this negative self-talk loop. And before, and also, who's a Virgo? Are you a Virgo, whoever listening to this? I'm a Virgo, so in a sense, I'm weirdly perfectionist. And as a perfectionist, I'm if I make any mistake, if I have 0% of making a mistake, I just wouldn't do it. Because it was so painful for me to see myself fail. Hi Rachel! So Rachel does water consciousness topic as well. I found her through Water Priestess. So I would always used to give up and I would not even try. Oh, you know what? I was also so afraid of making mistakes. I was always in constant fear that I couldn't even distribute food. It's hard to explain this, but I couldn't distribute food like salad to other people because I thought I couldn't do it perfectly. So for me, I used to be that kind of person. And now, although there are times when I do face my fear, I'm more resourceful. So now that I'm more resourceful and I know what to do, I can navigate through it. I can cruise through my fear even more. So for me, fear, I see fear as a wave. And I see myself as an open space. This concept had really helped me so much. I'm just an open space. So those people who are watching this, just close your eyes if you can. And just feel how you're just in an open space. And as an open space, you allow all waves to come in. You allow waves, you allow energy to come in. Energy of thoughts, emotions to come in. And that's what I started to do even more. And now I can navigate through my fear even more because I accept all waves. And because I accept all waves, I come back into wholesome. I become wholesome. So this fear for me has really initiated me into becoming more wholesome with myself. Let's just take a deep breath into your wholesomeness and just remembering back that you are wholesome. Hello, beautiful, beloved ones, for tuning in. Where are you guys? I would love to know where you are. And also for me, so this Saturday I'll be doing a workshop about fear and how to really dive into your fear. Because our fear, I wrote about this in my previous post, but fear initiates you to your path. You know, literally, it initiates you to your path. Fear initiates universe. Fear initiates you to your own world. Kelly, wow. Orange County, and I love the emoji. So cute. Beautiful, and I love the name, Tiny Vampira, like vampire. Sexy. Yeah, so regarding fear, you know, unless you confront with it, nothing will happen. I feel a lot of times people try to avoid their fear because they don't want to confront it because it's uncomfortable. Who can relate to this? I felt so uncomfortable with my fear that I was always kind of person who just like, I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't see that. もう見えないみたいな. I don't see that. And because of that, I was just dragging all this weight to myself, this fear. And it was so like, and then like, became such a burden for me that I couldn't hold it anymore. And then I kind of slowly got into depression. Thankfully, I didn't go too like deep into depression, but I was like really messed up in my mind for that space, you know. So in this workshop on Saturday, we'll be actually deep diving how to navigate and cruise through fear. Also, regarding fear, one more thing that I really want to emphasize is that no one can save you. I feel a lot of people, they want somebody to save them. こんにちは。今日は英語です。Who can relate to this? And sometimes you don't even realize that you're seeking for a savior. So I do coaching, and I know that sometimes, you know, initially my clients are like, okay, help me get rid of this emotion, do something about it for me. And in a way, they're seeking outside. They're seeking for that, like, you know, just like, save me. But with that perspective, no one can save you. Like, only you can save yourself, and only you have the answers within. Only your action, only your intention can pave the way through, you know? Through. Yeah, so I feel that is one of the most important things to understand and like understand. That no one can save you, only you can save yourself. And through that understanding, you start to like take ownership in your life. And when you take ownership in your life, you become the powerful creator that you are. Yes, I love this. Only you have the power to do so. Let's all, you know, people who are listening to the replay, let's all take this beautiful drop from Patty and Pyra. Only you have the power to do so. Yeah. Yes, and only you have the power to do so. And in that space, it's okay to ask for support as well, I feel. In a way, like in this space, it's also okay to be receptive. I remember when I was in my inner journey, like I was more like a masculine, like I'm gonna save myself, I'm gonna do everything by myself. And then I was reading books, I was like trying to understand things from watching all these YouTube clips. But you know what? I realized once I took the coaching from, you know, before, like I had a major quantum leap. It was so much easier because I can directly go to my destination. Well, I want to change the word destination because destination always sounds like it's in the future. I don't like that. I feel when you have a coach or when you have a support, they can help you transition into the timeline that you want to go to. And so this Saturday in this event, I can share you my perspective that which you can integrate. And then also, yeah, speaking of integration, on Saturday we have the event, and you'll have all this method, all the concepts you need to integrate. And then like a month later, we're all gonna meet up and share about how that integration was, how you applied it in your life. Because I feel a lot of times we can resonate with this. Like I feel a lot of times there's so many workshops, they share you the method, they share you the stuff. But then, it's all like, hey, so here you go, here's the gift. Now you apply them. And it's done. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I want more, a little bit of support. I want more support. I want to feel held. So this is why, as like an accountability, we'll be meeting up again next month. And like 3 weeks later. Yeah, yes. Hey, that's so cool that I'm connecting with you. You're from Orange County and I'm in Tokyo right now. So beautiful. I feel like happy. Yeah. I feel. One more thing about fear. I would love to know your definition of fear. How do you define fear? Because your definition, paves your life, kind of. So for me, fear is your guru. Fear is your guru. I had this download today, and I'm like, I love it. Fear is your guru, because you know how gurus, they're the wise teacher. Gurus, they don't really say the answer directly. They just give you a little bit of drop. They give you a little bit of download and transmission, and then in a way, the receiving person kind of have to integrate it and experience life and then understand it, And I feel that's what fear is. Fear is your guru. Fear is there for you to give you so much wisdom, and fear is there for you to literally have so many quantum leaps to who you're meant to be. Fear bridges you into your higher self. Ooh, I love that. I love my drops. Fear bridges you into your higher self. Oh my God, that's awesome. Would love to visit Japan, please. I live in Tokyo, and if it's just one day, I can take you around. Yeah. So, that's what I want to share. Yeah, fear is your guru. Fear bridges into your higher self. Thank you. Thank you for loving my job and being part of my job in this here and now with me and having this experience with me. I'm honored and I'm so happy. All right. So that's what I wanted to share today. Fear, and about some drops about fear, and also the events that's gonna be happening this Saturday, 7:30 in Japanese time. So probably it's a morning time in Cali, and it will be amazing. It'll be $55 for about 3 or 4 hours with another two, with another 1 hour of integration thing. So yeah, I hope you love it. And in this event, I'm gonna be talking about water consciousness, how you can apply water consciousness into this fear topic, and then also steps, and it's gonna be more like a somatic way. So it's gonna be embodiments of how to cruise through fear. And in this space, I'm not gonna be saying fear, I'm just gonna be calling a wave. Because fear already focuses, fear, okay, I'm just gonna say a little bit about, fear also suggests that you're already associating with something negative. So in your mind, you're like, fear, oh, scary, That's why I call it fear, wave, more neutral. So it's 7:30 in Japanese time. I can check it out for you and give it back to you. So yeah, Patty Vampira. So yeah, so I call it a wave. Fear is just a wave. It's part of any wave. Oh, and I just want to share you one more drop regarding fear. In a way, whenever you're feeling fear, you're also connecting with other people as well. What I mean by that is when you're feeling fear, there's 7 billion people in the world, right? You're connecting with the emotion that other people are also feeling. Isn't that beautiful? In a way, through this wave, you're connecting to the collective. Like, I just find it beautiful how emotion connects us and unites us. Because you actually, sometimes people think I'm alone feeling this. No, you're not. Frequency-wise, you are connecting and uniting with other people's emotion as well. And I feel like, especially in this like group container or events, when you hear other people's emotion, when you hear other people's waves, when you hear, everything's energy. When you hear other people's fear, you notice that you're not alone. So like yesterday I did this IG post story, and then I wrote like, what's your fear? And there were like 3 people who wrote the same thing: fear of failure, fear of regrets. And I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful how we're so connected and we're not alone. If we start being vulnerable, if we start sharing, if we start actually showing our hearts, we just find out how we're so connected to each other. So I just love how, in a way, fear can connect us as well. So fear is a groove, fear connects us, fear is just a wave, and we're an open space. So thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for being here with me. And for the people who are listening to my replays, thank you. Thank you for tuning in with me. I'm so honored because, in a way, without you, I'll be a little bit sad. Honestly speaking. Yeah, celebrating you for claiming that I want to open up. Opening up, I love that. Yeah, just a little share, once when I started opening up, before that, I didn't even know that I wasn't open. I was pretty social. I'm a very social butterfly, although I'm very introvert. Although I'm an introvert, I'm a social butterfly, so I didn't know that I wasn't open. But once I noticed we're opening up, actually being vulnerable, actually going direct to, showing my emotions, showing the rawness. So in my events, we're gonna be raw. We're gonna be being in our body, sharing, being in a space like that. When I started my journey, I was like, wow, I feel so alive. When we start to open up, we come back to source. Source! And that's why we feel alive and we feel so vital and we're so much energy. So I love that, Kari Vampira. Opening up, thank you for that reminder for all of us. Oh, another drop that I had before. I hate the word, not hate. I noticed, I want to say not reminder, but I want to choose my conscious language. I want to choose to say bringing into presence. Because I noticed that reminder, it's saying that come back into your mind. And mind is such a ego place, They say that hell is in the mind. Yeah, so it's not really in the presence. So now I want to say not reminder, but say thank you for bringing us back into presence. And thank you for, connecting this notion about opening up. So thank you for everyone to tuning in with me. I love you, everyone. Even if I may not see you, even if we're not even connected, I know, as Tari Vampira said, we're all energy. We're all weaving our energy together. And thank you for finding me. And thank you for connecting with me. I love you. Bye.